Yo.
So Paul, I wanted to know how you felt about the Scorpion unit down in Memphis. A group of a task force, basically, of young black police officers called the Scorpion Unit have beaten a man for a half hour or whatever, over a routine traffic stop.
So, what is the Scorpion Unit? What do they do? What do they do?
It's supposed to be a
task force.
like a task unit to crack down on violent areas that had violent crimes pop up here and there. You know
5 black men in Memphis.
A bunch of who was that white boy that was here?
A bunch of Batman and Robins. A team of Batman and Robins, but black.
I wouldn't say that because of that actually don't mean what it is.
A team of
unless they was getting bitches pregnant in the hood, you know what I'm saying?
You don't know that
set
part
up your
yet.
baby dad, you know
it's
that.
A movie behind it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So unless you was that person, you know what I'm saying, you out here selling dope too. You know what I'm saying? I'm robbing you. You know what I'm saying? Of you, your money and your dope.
Denzel Washington play.
And then I'm gonna make you buy it. You know what I'm saying? Because I got some dirt on you and shit. Unless you are, at least you got proof that that's what they were doing. You can't, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I didn't say that.
Like, I don't know why. Like, they just show the ass whooping part. They don't show the
All I said
part.
is that they're a black task force in Memphis, highly decorated. They have 566 arrested their team, 390 felony arrests, 190 or whatever, of misdemeanor. They got over 100,000 or more in cash seizing. So they're putting in work. You know what I'm saying?
When I read,
but they've been charged with murder on Tyre Nichols. 2nd-degree murder. Also, 2 fire department officers, 2 sheriff department officers have been put on leave.
they whooped his ass too.
No, but they probably know something and they said nothing or something.
Because he died 2 days after the ass whooping.
3 days after.
3 days after the ass whooping. Because when I look into like when white cops, you know what I'm saying, kill some white kid, you know what I'm saying, I'm just like, the job just gets to you, you know what I'm saying? Like, but if it's like white on black, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of obvious, like, that was some racist shit. You know what I'm saying? So when it's black on black, I'm just thinking, this job just got to you. You know what I'm saying? Your job is, I ain't justifying none of this shit. Y'all know fucking better and shit. It's not for everybody. Like I was asking them earlier and shit, when you detaining somebody and you making an arrest, and the motherfucker spit in your face, are you gonna go by the book? Like, oh, hey, write that down right there. We're gonna charge you with assault.
But you're supposed to go by the book, though.
Yeah, but as a person, you know what I'm saying? You as a person don't say fuck the book. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker spit in your face. How many of us Americans, who are African American, any color, that can be like, I can deal with that right there. Or I'm gonna beat your ass because you just spit in my motherfucking face.
They held to a different
standard
because
and people lie.
They are part of the.
Yeah, you're held to that standard, but that standard don't be. That's why they do that psych test on you. They don't want the, the diehard dude that's jumping over police cars and all that and doing whatever it takes to catch it. No, we don't want that motherfucker. So if you they'll ask you about scenarios. You be like, this is what I would do. They be like, okay, write it down and shit. And then behind your back, like, get this nigga out of here. This is a diehard motherfucker. You gonna fuck around and kill civilians and shit. Some people lie, just like we lie at our job. Can you do overtime? You know what I'm saying? When wink, yes. When as soon as you can start, as soon as possible.
You work for yourself, so
but once you get that job, and then once, a month turns into 5 months to 6 months, you ain't doing none of this shit that they said. Now, you motherfucker think I'm calling off and then I'm overtime. You didn't do none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So as an officer, I'm gonna look you right in your face and I'm going to lie.
I take on overtime if I can get it.
Because I'm a lie.
But I know what you're saying. But I think But when they want you for those task force like that, because it's fucking, just like here, it's going down murderous in Memphis. And I don't think that they wanted some stupid niggas on that task force. I believe that they got some smart men that were decorated individually before even being on the task force, or thought they had the potential to be great on the task force. That's why they
Did that group regularly work together? It was that group like that regularly work together, or you just
I mean, if
showed
they're
up?
a particular unit, they might not be. I don't know for a fact,
I mean, like,
but they could possibly be a unit that's pulled together like
I
SWAT.
thought that they
Because SWAT officers can be separate doing their work, and then they come together when it's time to do SWAT shit.
Like, I don't think that they're all following each other, you know, because all of us came in the same vehicle or whatever. You know, like you somewhere and you see something, you pull it over and you call for backup, and then all of a sudden you show up with your, you know what I'm saying, side, and then I show up, and now it's 6 of us, you know what I'm saying? Is that what happened, or is that a group like on that movie SWAT? Like, y'all always together.
I don't know because I know what you're saying because like I remember in California they used to have.
Because maybe they were
They
building
show
up an image.
units like that, and I've never really known any names here but we just had like groups, like the individual. It was like two cops together, two partners that had names. But I don't
see
remember
you building up a name and shit like this the task unit to stop the violence and all that shit right there. But that group of 5 right there, they will beat your motherfucker.
The Scorpion
when you see them,
unit, that means they
sit your
stand.
ass down. You sit down because they gonna fuck your ass up.
That means they
and
stand.
we've been doing that and shit like that, and so I forgot the damn camera was on. That we even got these attached and shit. Because that gotta be it. You know, because this ain't.
because they been whooping on
You
niggas'
ain't had
ass.
this on you for 20 years.
Cut
and
that
shit.
motherfucker off.
This has been a law, like not recent since Floyd. You know, so it's been a law that some of y'all still not used to. You got a camera on your chest and shit, and you just get out of focus, and I'm gonna beat your fucking ass because you spit on me. Or while I was chasing you, I jumped that fence, and when I jumped that fence to do this right here, that cut my fucking. When I catch your ass, I'm gonna beat your mom. I see it a lot.
And that's why I was saying that.
They be like, stop resisting, stop. Why they?
That's what I was saying, but that shit pisses you
I
off.
said
They
stop.
be on their stomach with their face in the dirt.
If you definitely gotta you make them motherfuckers work hard for it, you're gonna feel it when they catch your ass.
The louder that cop yells aggressive shit that's going on, you know what I'm saying? That's the mask. That's just the mask from the illegal shit that he's actually doing.
Yeah.
It's the masking and shit.
He gotta put that in there.
Y'all heard me, didn't y'all?
Right, because that's admissible in court.
Yeah.
You heard me say stop resisting.
He wasn't resisting. Well, I
He
said.
didn't never said that video getting thrown the fuck out.
They get
I was scared of
handcuffed.
my life.
Handcuffs, you got that knee to his face and all that shit. That motherfucker still gotta get them extra. Because we gotta be honest with ourselves, and while we blame and shit, and I'm not doing this because they black, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and you look at them like, them some clean cut motherfuckers.
There's some handsome brothers.
Nice family
They
and all
look
that
like they
shit.
could be
right?
a singing group.
Yeah, the boy band and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
the Scorpions.
We gotta ask ourselves. We gotta ask ourselves and shit.
Now in these days, the Scorpion unit, just like the motherfucker said.
Like
right?
if you did a bust, like you said, how much money and weapons did they find? How much money did they find?
Well, they didn't find no money
Put it
on
down.
dude, but they have
No, come on.
seized.
Seized. How much money have
And
they seized?
they have seized over $100,000.
Now, you mean to tell me how many of you Americans in all of them seasons, you know what I'm saying? It may not be all of y'all, but how many that, 100,000, but if it was me on the fourth, you know, they done seized like $10,000. Because I would be just pocketing some of this.
That's what I'm saying.
They definitely
That's no
So if that's you,
it had to be more.
If that's you can't judge no cop what you should have did this because you wouldn't have did it. You would not have did it. You spit in my face.
I'm just saying.
That's why I fuck
390 felonies and only 100. I think that's only 190.
I can see myself as a cop, and I'm chasing you down. I'm chasing you down. I'm chasing you down. He just to the left on counting, and then you catch him, and I'm there out of breath and shit. And when I get, listen, no lie, this is no lie right here. You know what I'm saying? Okay, the Juan's dumbass. You know what I'm saying? we in South High School and shit, and what we did was like, you know what I'm saying? Dope really wasn't there. I'm like in the 9th grade or some shit. And Dewan, he already in a motherfucking group home and shit. Well, he breaks out this group home and still want to group home with people's car. And then he goes to South High School. Now, at lunchtime, me and my crew, we would usually go off, and that's when we would steal shit out of stores, come back and then sell it in school and shit.
Thank you, 7
I ain't miss a class or nothing
for your big ups and nachos.
So we decided to go to Lyndon McKinley, right? I really didn't know how to drive. I could drive because we was already stealing cars, but I was still driving with both feet, and with the look to the rearview mirror, I had to do it like this. Right? So I'm driving, right? So he's like, oh, we downtown. I'm going the way the bus goes to Lyndon McKinley also. So he's like, we're on High Street. So High Street. So he's like, oh shit, the police is behind it. I said, you lying. He said, and I did this. I said, 1, 2, 3. And I did this. He said, oh man, got their lights on. I said, you was lying. 1, 2, 3, right here. I said, okay, now on the count of 3, we're gonna just bust out and we're gonna run, right? Now we was used to this right here when you roll up the windows and shit and locking the doors like this. This motherfucking car had all the features, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, 1, 2, 3, go. I was on this side first. We traded seats inside the car. The rule number 1, dumbass Dewan, don't lock no fucking door. No lock doors, no lock doors. So he was able to escape on his side because that's the side I was on. Me, I'm trying to get out the door and I'm like, the antenna is going down. Everything's electrical. I'm so old. Everything, the back doors and shit, the windows is rolling down and shit, and I finally got it and I start running. I'm gone. We downtown. I remember this from railroad track because we went down and I went down and Dewan snitched on me. The story gets deeper. So I'm running. Now, I remember it was a bigger cop. He was heavy set. And he was like, stop or I'll shoot. I remember they did that to Mont. That was my crew. Me, Mont, and JJ. You know what I'm saying? And they did it to him. And they said and he was peeking around the bricks of the projects and they shot and they hit the wall. He got away, but when they hit the wall, little pieces of that concrete of the wall that's in the project, bricks got into his face and he had them lodged in there. He had to pick them out and shit. So he had to stop or I'll shoot. And I was like, these niggas shoot. You know what I'm saying? So I stopped, I slowed down, and I laid down. I had him a half a block beat. And this heavy motherfucker is running, and then when he got to me, and I'm like, what? He didn't stop speed. I said, what are you gonna do, jump over me or something? No, that nigga kicked me right in my shit, like, wow. He kicked me in my ribs and shit. And then when he put my handcuffs on, he didn't let me get on my knees. He just lifted me up just like that. And then he grabbed my belt loop like this and pulled it up, you know what I'm saying? So I'm walking on my tiptoes and shit. So then when we start to see police sirens and police lights, and then there's a dude with a suit on, you know what I'm saying? And I was like,
where'd you buy 12?
I wanted to tell on him this shit, what he just did to me. So when we got to the dude had the seat, he like, my ball. He said, I see you got him, didn't you? I said, hey, when we was back there, he smacked the fuck out of me in the back of my head and shit. Wow, shut the fuck up. And so I shut the fuck up. So they put me in the car and I'm already caught and shit. Now Dewan, he done hid up under some cars in the parking garage and shit. Nigga, you safe. Go home. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? They didn't got no description or something. Nothing on you or nothing. So they got me and I was like, you know what I'm saying? I was a passenger.
That's what he said.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm the passenger.
Don't tell him I need trouble.
No, I'm just a passenger. I don't know this motherfucker. Y'all got me. I'm just a passenger. Get me for being a passenger. Don't get me for the car stealing this shit. I'm the passenger. I don't know this motherfucker. And then I hear on the radio, they see we got it, we obtained the cop. And then I hear this right here. Paul Clark, 664 East Morrill, apartment F.
Look, he ain't meet the Scorpion unit, got down there to beat your ass.
He ran away from that group home and shit when they got him and shit. There was a bunch of stuff in the trunk. And that was his bags. And they was taking that out and putting it in the squad car. This was his bags of clothes and shit they had. And I remember him saying this. He was like, my lion. So he went over there. You in the 9th grade, nigga. They went over there and got this stuff lying out the trunk. And put it in. Fuck you, Dewan.
Nigga, you gotta stop.
Then I had to do community service at PAL Recreation Center. That's what I had to do. And he had to do nothing. Nothing.
No,
nigga, you put all this shit on me.
They had the cushion basketball court.
Huh? Oh yeah, they had a night. They shit with.
That's where I seen Chips at.
You play basketball for PAL?
That shit'll blow out your knees, bro.
Well, they do that shit on the track shit and everything.
But who's this guy? The guy they got. 3 days later he died. The guy they got.
Tyre Nichols was the guy they killed.
That was so unconstitutional.
And they're charged with 2nd-degree murder.
How they find out?
Huh?
How they find out?
Find out what?
What happened?
It's on their dash cam.
Oh.
Yeah,
you know what I think though. You know what I think past all the other shit, what they saying and everything. What I think.
He's on the ground.
You know how niggas is niggas, but when you get down south in Memphis and Texas and some of them deep south places, niggas is like hillbillies too.
It was hood niggas.
No, not just regular hood niggas from the hood part.
That's
but I'm
right.
saying like niggas be white boys type niggas too. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know them personally, but I'm just saying them as being police officers.
2 of them had
being
slits in their
part-
eyebrows. 2 of them had slits in their eyebrows.
Salute
That mean they stupid niggas. They copycat.
Salute that.
No, they didn't.
But I'm just saying. I'm just thinking like.
I don't think they're good old boys.
I don't
Who?
think so either.
Their mannerisms don't say that they're good old boys.
It's a new day.
They just seem like
You
good
ain't
old
hear
boys.
themselves.
I mean, it's a possibility.
I don't think get the
They could allegedly be.
bro, get the truck. I don't think
I bet you it's 2 ghetto good old boys out all
I think all of them. First of all, it's Memphis. It's all black, so all the police officers are black. That's not. It's not like it's a.
That's my point I'm making. They niggas. The Memphis is niggas.
They
That
100%
being
niggas.
all black people is not. That's not out the ordinary. You
They
know what
don't
I'm
know
saying?
country music. Songs
But
like
I bet you they know more country music than you do.
they look like they know the hood. I know what you do. I know what the fuck is going on. Don't run that shit on me, motherfucker.
They're supposed to.
Did you just spit on me, motherfucker? So you gonna get down? I grew up in this shit. So don't tell me what the fuck it is and what the fuck it ain't, cause you grew up in this shit.
I believe that they grew up in the country.
I know somebody that went to the you know what I'm saying, when they train you and shit, the police academy.
Police academy.
You know what I'm saying? And this young man, his mom did not want him in Columbus, Ohio when you graduate. Don't take your ass to Columbus, Ohio. I don't want you where people know you. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the thing that they gave him and shit when he was in there. And he would tell me these stories that's inside of there. First of all, the hood is like, you sell out, you snitch ass nigga because you in the police academy. What, you want all the police to be white? What the fuck? That made no sense to me. And that's what I would tell motherfuckers. Be a police officer and shit. If you don't like what
Muhammad Ali shunned upon back in the
Muhammad Ali,
in the
Malcolm
early days.
X, and it was just his day, Junior.
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King Jr. If you don't like the system, become the system. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you do that right there.
Exactly.
That nigga was like, this dude, when he was in police academy, you know what I'm saying? He said, okay, they did a bunch of drills. Now, he was, I'm a taser you. You know what I'm saying? So you can know how hard the taser.
I say some shit
so
on
that
TV.
you know what you
that
can
the
do.
police academy doing that.
So you know how much it hurts somebody else. So you know when to say stop.
Right.
Because you know how it feels. So don't do that to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense right there. You know what I'm saying? But then he did one where it was time for the search, the stop and frisk. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, he frisked the dude, you know what I'm saying? And now it's the dude started to frisk him, and he said, white guy, he was like, I know you was used to this. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't want to say nothing because he didn't want to be that black guy. But it was other white people there, and they snitched on him because they'll snitch in a heartbeat.
Right.
So they snitched on him, and that dude just got out of there. We don't want you as a police officer. You know what I'm saying? But his mom was like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want you in the hood because she knows how the hood is. She tried, I'm going to take y'all out the hood so y'all won't see the hood, but y'all know the hood.
I think, whatever circumstances, I can't see.
You would have fucked some people up in your days as a police officer.
I would be, I couldn't be a police officer.
And
I would
stole
be
money.
crooked. I would be the crookedest.
Yeah, a lot of us would.
I would be doing the shit like I seen on, I would be crooked.
Imagine how many Americans would be crooked cops with us. You know what I'm saying? So imagine how many squeak through the system and you are now police officers.
I would be
Because you
crooked.
lied. Your whole goddamn
I'd be
orientation.
crooked. It'd be payments
was a lie.
due every Friday. It'd be all
And
kinds
then
of
you got
shit.
police officers who's like, you know what I'm saying, let's say, you know what I'm saying, like one of my daughters OD'd on fentanyl, you know what I'm saying? No, let's say, my son witnessed one of my daughters OD'd on
Find out who
fentanyl.
sold it.
So when he become an adult, he wants to be a police officer because, he wants to put a stop to all these drugs out because he got a mission. You know what I'm saying? So he won't be a dirty person. You know what I'm saying? But that motherfucker there for a check and shit and for authority, you know what I'm saying? Shit, you see the badge, bitch, suck this dick for, and his cops has done
I'll be
that.
getting my
Suck this dick, you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
I would be getting my dick sucked if I was a cop.
It was a cop, and I found this disrespectful. You know what I'm saying?
Would you be getting your
at
dick
the
sucked if
doghouse
you was a
pizza.
cop? Would you be getting head?
Probably not. I don't know you, bitch. No, I do not know you.
You go over there and see, he just.
How old? I don't know, because, you know what I'm saying, I would probably be that cop hanging around the clubs and shit.
Hold on, everybody.
I seen that swerve. Hold on.
Oh, Clark.
Hold on. If I was a dirty cop right here, you know what I'm saying, I see you. I just seen you leave that club. Car full of bitches. And that one is bad, right? I would probably, I seen that swerve. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, no, I would not. Because I got the dash cam on. In the 90s, if I was an adult grown man, then yeah, I probably would. I probably would renegotiate shit.
But you can stop them on the way. Hold on, you're a little too complicated. Could you stand over here, please?
What you gonna do this?
I don't know. I'll figure it out. But we're gonna keep our eye out on this because there's some shit going on.
Our interview was so
the family.
Because if there was 4 white cops or 5 white cops,
yeah,
we was told more empathetic stories. You know, saying the guy that died. We just joked and killed and about the 5 cops and shit, and it was like because we don't know this light skinned dude, and you know what I'm saying. Like I would like to see more. You know. Where your pictures at of your kids, and you know, once that started to come out, and he graduated from Morehouse and all that stuff right here, then we would be like, man, fuck y'all, motherfucking 5 cops.
They saying the family attorney is calling for dismantling the Scorpion unit, but if they're charged with murder,
it will be.
They already should be dismantled, like dismantling, whatever the fuck.
Cause that George Floyd stuff dismantled. Didn't that dismantle the Jump Out Boys?
ASAP.
Yeah, ASAP immediately, and that was so unconstitutionally wrong. Clinton, and you okayed that also and shit, you know what I'm saying? You could be walking to the store and y'all could just jump out and just put me against the wall and shit. You are in a gang unit, you are a drug dealer. You can't do that.
Get off me.
That's like Bernie Sanders, he was always against it. He's like, you go to your downtown area where shit, imagine y'all don't do that there. How come y'all don't do it there? You gonna put lawyers and doctors and all that right there up against the wall and stuff and frisk, y'all not gonna do that there because they do cocaine? How come y'all not doing that there? But y'all gonna go to the hood and do that to us. They took that shit apart immediately. That's why I should have voted Bernie Sanders. God damn it. Now he's dead.
Bernie Sanders?
He's about to be. Come on now.
I just thought that motherfucker just.
You heard him tell Hillary Clinton. You told her what he told Hillary Clinton when she tried to say on her emails and shit, we got to get rid of Bernie Sanders. We got to set Bernie Sanders up because he will not take a bribe. That was in her emails and shit. He said, I already got millions. I'm already like 85 years old and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I don't need.
He sound like Woody. Didn't I say that already? He sound like the motherfucker with the red. Woody Allen. Harrison. Yeah, they all sound. Not Harrison, but Woody Allen.
No, Willie Allen.
They both Jewish.
Yeah, Willie Allen is
Harrison is the one with the crazy
loving basketball. Not loving that, but the basketball one.
But he's funny. He don't sound like him.
Woody Allen is the motherfucker that corny dude with the white with the glasses.
Exactly the same. They look exactly the same. But Woody Allen is here.
When he was little, when he was younger in his 20s, he did because you know there's clips of him at the Martin Luther King rally when he gets attacked by dogs and he got the glasses and the curly hair, the nose that start right here. You know,
shit right
Jewish.
Here on the side. But you know. We're gonna speak more on
the family. You need to put out more info about this young man.
Yeah, this shit just happened, so we'll know more next week.
And if the lawyers are not like, hold on, I won't put those pictures up because he got fentanyl in his hand. No, don't put that picture up. He holding up guns and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Crips
he probably don't got no good picture, but
hey, put up that 12th grade. That motherfucker looks
graduation
like he's at least about like 28 years old. So you gotta go back.
Did he graduate?
Yeah, put up his graduation pictures or whatever. Put that shit up, but don't put them pictures up.
And we like to show love to our city too and talk about the things that's going on in our city. So something else is fucked up. It's been a lot of fucked up shit going on. This is a weekend of madness.
My heart is broke.
The twins that were kidnapped back in November.
Hold on, before you start that. Sade Walton, you do not watch our show. Go ahead.
God damn you, Sade Walton.
I see what everybody talking about now. Now I see.
God damn you.
What's the
and I ain't gonna name no names, because if y'all ain't checking this out.
Tahira Walters, you're not watching our show.
The way I look at you, I must not look at you the same again.
And I saved you out of a burning fucking building. If I went back in time, I would let you burn up.
I remember when you had nothing to smoke. I remember that. Call me. Showed you love. But the old girl that, the baby, the twins, the first twin that was found at the airport, there was back in November when the two twins were kidnapped when a female was I didn't look up her name. I forgot. I had it. I forgot it. I apologize, but y'all know where I'm going. The two twins were kidnapped when the crazy lady jumped in the car and
Because nobody in this room knows the name.
the crazy lady Geek jumped in the car and stole the car with two kids in the back. So the first kid that she found, that she dropped off at the airport, and then ended up still having the other kid in Indiana, and they both have been retrieved back
P.S.
with their mother.
She done got into a fight. She done beat the shit out of two bitches. Okay, go ahead.
Who?
Yeah, the kidnapper.
Okay. And the mother has both kids back together, said they were doing well. But today, or earlier today or yesterday, when you see this, it'll be yesterday.
Because it made sense.
The first baby that was retrieved first from the airport has passed on. We want to show respect to the baby and the mom. Okay, that's an unfortunate situation with that, because you got the babies that have been through so much already, and then you get them back, you think they're all safe.
It's been a month.
She got him back. I would say at the beginning, it was December, and showed some positivity behind her. The church was behind her, trying to show her love, and you got more than the people you think you got behind you showing love. And
how did the baby pass away?
They said the baby choked on something when being fed, allegedly. I don't know if that's exactly it, but we'll know more about that as well, because that was really only what was given up at the time.
Empathetically, I would feel cursed. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, somebody kidnapped my babies. I got one, and then I eventually get the other one back, and then like 2 months later, one of them passed away. I would feel so fucking, like, to be in a situation where like, I don't want to wake up tomorrow. But I got to, because I got one more.
When stuff like that happen, when I see stuff like that happen, I always think like, what did that motherfucker do to be given that pain?
That's life.
I know it's life, but I'm saying, I look at, stuff with energy, and I look at a lot of stuff with karma.
I seen this.
And, when people do certain things, what did a motherfucker do, or what do they do to get those things given to them? Because that's crazy. You got your twins, brand new twins, taken from you. And then you finally get them back, by God's grace. And then a little short time after that, he comes and takes them.
I wouldn't say no he. Came and take him. You said he came and take him?
He, she, whatever.
You talking about the God?
God, yeah.
No, that's not.
I'm just speaking. I'm not speaking on, because when we go, it's not really supposed to be a mistake. I am not saying nothing about as far as that's my personal feeling or anything. But when God, speaking on the higher power, when God comes to take you, it's not a mistake. Thing about with this situation is, like I said, she had to endure so much pain before now enduring a larger.
You can't even heal yourself from the last wound. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The scab ain't even covered up yet, and then all of a sudden it reopens again.
Right. And that's what's why I wanted to say something about it, because of that, of the whole situation.
Where was it at? I heard Whittier.
Yes, right down the street from the crib. And that's crazy because
1309 Whittier. You just told my address.
Is that it?
I don't know what your address.
That
You
is
said
my
right down the street from my crib.
Not like, I wasn't saying it like that. I could have been on 18 Ann Street.
It's down the street from the shop. It's by the shop.
Yeah.
It ain't by the shop, but I don't know.
But it's just in the area. I'm just speaking in the area. You know what I'm saying? And that's the neighborhood, nigga. That's
I was
Whitsett.
watching it. This is a series that I'm watching. Like, it's called 18 something. You know what I'm saying?
16.
It's 1816 right here. And it was somebody that one of the main characters, you know, she had a boyfriend and he was shot and killed and all that, and she's going through depression and all that right there, and then she just hits it like, you know, when I say sometimes it's just life, you know, and it's, you know what I'm saying, she said it better than me when she said, like, because they're out there and there's so much dangerous shit, you know what I'm saying, just because you know you just lost a boyfriend, you know what I'm saying, you probably lost your mom and all that, you know what I'm saying, you think that bear cares when he's coming up on you and he's about to kill you? You think he cares about that? It's going, you know, that's just life. You got killed by a bear. That's it. That rattlesnake that bit you, don't give a fuck that you just lost a newborn, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, it's life. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, now, that's what my brain. I've been telling people this right here because, you know, the depression that I go through sometimes. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care sometimes it's out loud. You know what I'm saying? My mind and my heart will have conversations. You know what I'm saying? Because your heart, it runs off emotion. Your brain runs off logic. You know what I'm saying? Your brain is supposed to run everything, including your heart. You know what I'm saying? So even though your heart is telling you this, your brain should stop. Like, let's say you got a watch right here. You know what I'm saying? And you just got it, and I'm noticing this shit. But let's say my dad got me a watch in a month. I don't even know you, but you know, we somewhere and I see you with a watch on and shit. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker put a gun to my head and took my money and my watch and shit. You know, my dad gave me that watch, and on the back of it, it says his name. Now I sit up there and I see you with it, and I'm like, that's my motherfucking watch. My emotion, my heart is gonna say, fuck you up right now. My brain gotta say, shut the fuck up, nigga. And this is how my brain talks to me. What you thought, like, they stopped making them after your dad bought his? You know what I'm saying? That ain't guaranteed his motherfucking watch and shit. You know what I'm saying? How about strike a conversation up? Hey, that's a nice watch and shit. Hey, what kind is that? What that say on the back of it? If you turn it around and it says Macy's, that's not my watch. My heart would have had you fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But your brain, you know what I'm saying, gotta control your fucking heart and tell you, even if you gotta be mean to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
But is it something over the top of two of those in the body that make you
I wouldn't know how to breathe if that happened. Because you're in a situation like if both my babies is gone, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would probably be that suicide by cop type of motherfucker and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do nothing to my motherfucking self. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be extra brave. I've been through this cycle before where I'm extra brave because I'm hoping one of those bullets hit me in my head. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm hoping. You know what I'm saying? But because only one of them, but some gotta be strong enough to say, fuck that because I got one more.
Right. One thing that bothered me though is through all of this, and now she's got to another point where the baby is choked and has passed or whatever. I'm thinking, how did she not be brought up on charges from the original case for neglect? And you know what I'm saying? Like, because, okay, you know, everybody showed her that and all that. But then I was like, you know what, the story grabbed so much publicity and all that to where it got too big. And nobody asked the question about
empathy.
Her Bush. Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking nobody else asked the question about.
I was looking into it.
No, you still left the motherfuckers in the car by themselves.
I was looking into a story where a woman left her like 8-month-old child in the car while she was in the club. You know what I'm saying? So that's like, okay, bitch, we have no empathy or sympathy for you. So fuck you, feed you dog shit. But then this one right here, the first thing that happened, the first thing that came to people's mind when they see this right here is like, that means you ain't had no babysitter. That means you really kind of out here by yourself. There's probably people in your corner, but then it's like, I need you to watch the kid. Girl, I ain't watching your kid. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, I got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're not there for that. So I got to be on my own. So
but
the
that's
empathy
a lot.
kicks in.
That's a lot. When a motherfucker ain't got, like you said, a motherfucker at the club with the baby in the car.
Yeah, see, that's fucked
or
up.
You got the baby, you door dashing, you got the kids in the car. Them young babies like that,
but
they can't defend themselves or fight for themselves.
Don't villainize me because I may have done something that I should have the right actually to do. Society frowns on that because there's so many fucked up people in society. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't leave my car running. Remember, we can do this. Leave your car running.
You leave that motherfucker crack.
And you leave that car running and you ran into the corner store. Right. And then you come back, your music is still playing and all that shit. There's a time that you can do that. Society said that you can't because society starts stealing your shit and you got a newborn baby in the car and they drop that thing off and pull off.
If you go to the gas station on...
So now it's...
Listen, if you go to the gas station on Lockbourne...
Yeah.
And Lockbourne and Thurman, Lockbourne and Freevis, Niggas will be doing that the whole day. Pulling up, leave the music playing and shit, going to the store.
But we was able
But
to
then
do
you
that.
pull,
Get
but if
gas
you pull up
and
on
everything.
High Street and Freebus, they might pull it off at
But
the
the
right
wrong
spot.
that other people do, you know what I'm saying, will now villainize you and strip you for the real right shit you should be able to do. Like, can I go to sleep with my door open? No, society says you can't because society's the one that's breaking in your fucking house and doing stupid ass shit. That's why when people move way out, you know what I'm saying, like, when I lived on, this is like maybe 20 years ago, oh, I'm so old. When I moved to Hall Road out north, out west, you know, Georgiaville and Hall Road, and Hall. When I say this was the most torturous place ever because it was so fucking quiet. You know what I'm saying? It was not, you literally can leave your shit in your car and, you know, at that time, and you can leave your, you know what I'm saying? Like, the only thing I didn't like is you got to get in your car to go to the corner store to get some cigarettes, wherever the fuck you went. It wasn't nothing that I could walk to. You know what I'm saying? So I got to get in the car and warm that bitch up in the wintertime and all kind of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, it wasn't, and that was so uncomfortable. I was so hood that the quietness made me uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I was the nigga that it was in the area that I did not belong in. So that's what made me uncomfortable. But I got a taste for some greens. I want something different, chicken from Famous Kitchen where they know ingredients, miss and list, and I want a brisket. What? I ain't drunk. I like my cornbread this thick. Pick up the phone, come get this. They got the biggest sandwiches. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Is that macaroni and cheese? Yup. Is that macaroni and cheese? Yup. Is that macaroni and cheese? Yup. Hey, I'm trying to come up with different ways for this. So when I switch that shit up, Giddy, I'm not drunk, so stop telling people that.
I'm on it, I'm on it, I'm on the street boy beats. I'm on it, man, I told y'all niggas y'all ain't ready, man. We can't be stopped. On the strip.